Viva Pinata, Rare's best game and most colorful IP to date. The gaming community at large has always had this delightful little game with its cast of joyous creatures in the back of its mind, silently influencing game decisions of the modern day. The fans, however, have never been able to agree on one element. In a game so jam-packed with amazing and sometimes downright scary critters and beasts, which ones are the best? Before we begin, I need to clarify, this is just my opinion. My past lists on top 10 Pook episodes and top 10 Groundskeeper Willy moments have attracted some serious haters to the channel. So before you type in delinquent hostility without even thinking about the context of what you're about to hear, keep in mind this is seriously my opinion on a topic with diverse opinions. I will be harsh. I will be mean to some of these pinatas. But more so than anything, I will try to be fair and try to analyze all sides of the conversation when it comes down to the nature of the thought children of Rareware and Xbox Game Studios. If you want a more gentle and sweet take on the characteristics of these pinatas, there have been other channels like Nintendo Rudy or Slacking Studios 53 who have done videos on this very topic. Now without further ado, let's get into the video. Number 5. Worm. Who could argue this little guy's arrival in the top 5? They're everyone's first pinata. Ever since you smack that cracked dirt and feast your eyes upon that heartwarming little cutscene, you're in freaking love. As you already know, you can't even play the game without the worm. Without worms in the garden, you couldn't attract a single sparrowman, and therefore not progress in the game at all. Any good garden starts with this humble dirt eater, and this list shall too. The reason this wonderful little guy isn't higher up is the unfortunate truth of the matter. Unlike other pinatas, the worm, if followed using any traditional Hispanic pinata forming style, is not feasible. You would have to use techniques like creasing and origami-like movements that would not pass the smell test of any proper Mexican pinata crafter. I've seen some arguments that it could be created using things like pottery-based pinatas, but I just don't know. What do you think? Make sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Number 4. The Buzzlegum. Now please put down your pitchforks and listen up. The Buzzlegum, in my opinion, has the most clever name in the entire franchise, except for maybe the Vulturo. The speech pattern in Bubble Gum is pretty much the exact same as the one in Buzzle Gum, with only minor alterations. Besides that, the Buzzlegum is one of the only species that will pay itself off without breeding or using the party mechanic, and risking sickness and a mood decrease from it. That's right, just by having a Buzzlegum in your garden, granted you bought the honey hive, will passively make you honey. This honey can be sold to make medicine by having Bart transform it, and also is used to tame other animals, such as the raisin and fizzly bear. That's right, not only is the Buzzlegum awesome itself, it also gets you 2 more radical pinatas. Talk about a bargain. Again, the reason the Buzzlegum isn't higher up, at maybe 2 or 3, is because of its dark past. In order to fund the printing of Viva Pinata CDs to put the video game on to send to gamers across the country, Rare did have to participate in underhanded tactics. Until 2014, Rare had large amounts of shares and money in Biotech Nova, a pesticide company whose improper followings of regulations of the USDA led to the death of 200 million North American honeybees. Once their shame was unearthed on the Pinata Pokers forum, Rare did the admirable thing and owned up to their mistakes, vowing to never make it again. Just another reason why we love this company. If we get a sweet freaking pinata as their atonement, I mean, if that's what it results in, kill all the bees you want. Number 3. Profitable. Wait, you mean that sour pinata that was just digging holes in my garden and damaging stuff? Yes, I mean that pinata. Once you properly go through the effort of taming this funny looking guy, they could quite easily prove to be one of the best pinatas in your garden. Although it has no garden effects similar to the Buzzlegums, the Profitamal's design enough warrants its place at number 3 to me. Not to say other pinatas look the same at all, but it's very clear the Profitamal stands out. Its daring color, distinct markings, and simplistic design make it one of the most enjoyable little buddies to look at in this game.
But classic gamer Chris, didn't Slacking Studios put Profitamal on his list of worst pinatas?
Well, as I've said before, without any disrespect meant to Slacking Studios, that video was, as he states in the video, related to the Viva Pinata Classic roster of animals. His points about it showing up and eating your more like pinatas are moot, given the fact that in Trouble in Paradise, the game I'm talking about that has the complete roster of animals, you may ban unwarranted animals from entering the garden, meaning that after you obtain the profitable or profitamals you desire, you can simply ban the rest. Number 2. Limosaurus. Some people may disagree due to the fact that this pinata requires such a high gardener level to unlock even the sour version of, but let me say with sincerity that the path to unlock this beast is surely worth it. His ability to knock Professor Pester out of the garden for no additional cost just beyond obtaining the pinata is amazing. I mean, what other pinata can you say does something to that degree? I mean, saving other pinatas' lives? My oh my. Besides his mechanical features, Limosaurus has not one but two pleasant journal entries, one for the normal form and one for the sour form. Listen to this.
When Pinata Central was built, they needed a way to transport Pinata around the island. Lumiaseri loved to dance an Irish jig, so they brought in off-road trucks, equipped with Irish folk music and loudspeakers. As the Lumiaseri followed the music, they hammered new roads over Pinata Island.
What the deuce? I've spent many summers in Ireland and fallen in love with their beautiful culture. This must be a match made in heaven. Now the moment you've all been waiting for. Number 1. Drumroll please. Sarsaparilla.